record this session. Yes, sir.
So guys, out of I think we have 22 people here. Out of 22, how many people working as a Scrum Master here? Anyone is working as a Scrum Master right now, or want to be a Scrum Master? Everyone.
So guys, you can unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah, Neha, you working as a Scrum Master, right?
Hello, Sachin, Manoj here. So I'm not working as a Scrum Master, but want to be.
Yes, I think someone has raised. Yeah, Neha, I think. So Neha, you are working as a Scrum Master, right? Speaking. Okay, guys. So
this side, I am working.
who? As your voice is breaking. Who was speaking?
Sitting sir, Pranav this side.
Yeah,
I am working as Scrum Master.
So what type of we'll discuss some challenges, issues, which something which Scrum Master shouldn't do, because if we will do, then this is a challenge for us as Scrum Master. So we'll discuss everything. But what type of challenges you are facing as a Scrum Master? How old you are as a Scrum Master, Pranav?
Sir, 3 years. I am into Scrum Master 3 years.
Okay, so what do you think? What you faced as a Scrum Master? The challenges. Like first you see like
I spoke to
yes
Nitesh sir a few days back also. One of the problem I am facing currently in my team, like the team is not able to deliver the commitment what they have given in the start date of the sprint, and it's happened for last continuously 3 sprint. Most of the stories got spillover, and people are not able to deliver what they committed, and these become a big challenges for me now. How to make the team the more productive, and they can be able to deliver at least what they have committed. That became a challenge for me now.
Okay. Great, Pranav, for sharing this issue. So whatever we are going to discuss, Pranav, here might be we will going to discuss 10, 12 different challenges which as a Scrum Master you might be faced. See if this is one of the reason you are facing this issue. Otherwise, last 15-20 minutes will take as a question and answer. There we will discuss your problem. Okay. So guys, be ready with if you have any type of issue other than that which we are, because whatever we are going to discuss here, it's not like that we are discuss each and every challenge, because every Scrum Master has their different challenges, their own challenges. So whatever I think I just make it here and just to show you guys, which help you for interviews also. But if you have any question specific thing, then like last 15-20 minutes, 10-15 minutes will use for question answer, and that time you can ask your question, right? Might be from your issue will be resolved here. If not, then we'll discuss this later. Okay. From your voice is breaking here. Please correct your issue. So guys, when you start, yes, okay. So guys, what happened actually when you start working as a Scrum Master? Most of the time, there is so many people who came from when you start working as a Scrum Master from QA background. Some is from most of the people is from QA background. Actually, at some time, people are working as a lead. People was working as a project manager or project test manager or something like that. So the issue is when you start working as a Scrum Master, then the first issue that you face is like Scrum Master start acting as a project manager. So guys, please understand here, when you start working as a Scrum Master, this project manager and Scrum Master both are very different. And then again, it's a game of mindset. Our mindset is still the same, which is a QA manager or a project manager role or a mindset or a lead mindset. But when you start working as a Scrum Master, it's totally different. Then what happened? So why I tell you guys that this happened, because what happened, everyone knows that when we start working in Scrum, we do a daily Scrum or daily stand up. Sometimes we say it's a daily stand up, sometimes we say it's a daily Scrum, where the people will discuss that what they did yesterday, and they will tell everything, and then they start asking Scrum Master to looking for the Scrum Master to tell that what is the next task which you want from us to do, which we should do today. This has happened so many times. I saw it myself. People, what people think, okay, Scrum, it's again why this issue happened, because people start thinking in this way. You start behaving in this way that you start telling team, okay, if you finish with this task, okay, today you will do work on this task. So the people start asking you. If people start asking you, it's again a role. It's very much like a project manager role. It's very much like a lead role. When I was in QA, I was leading a team, and in every day morning I distribute the work. Whatever work is there, for example, there is 10, 12 defects which fixed. So I always ask team, okay, these are the defects. Please check these defects and everything. So again, when we start behaving as a Scrum Master in the same way, people start looking at you. Okay, what should we do next? It's not like that. Scrum Master role is totally different. You will ask to the team, what is the next assignment which you are going to take? What is the next thing which you are going to finish today? This is your role. Not your role to tell team that what should you do. The team will decide that what they are going to take to finish today. This is again the pure game of mindset. When you start working as a Scrum Master, this is the first challenge which we faced when we start working as a Scrum Master. Right, guys? The second point, which again we faced most of the time, like Scrum Master start taking decision for the team. In most of the organization, Scrum Master, we select a Scrum Master on the basis of the personality and the communication skills. Because of this, sometimes teams start showing and then because of this, because your personality is very good, you able to influence people, your communication skill is very good. So what teams start showing dependency on you. Guys, please take in this way. Nobody want to take decision themselves. Everybody want that in organization most of the time, or in the project, that someone else will take our decision. We are very scared. We always scared to take decision, because if we'll take decision or something goes wrong, then people start blaming you. This is the reason. That's why people are not interested to take decision. So sorry, 1 minute. So if your communication skill is good, you're working as a Scrum Master, people start showing dependency again on you. They start asking, they think that Scrum Master is going to take each and every decision. Then this is again a problem for a Scrum Master. If a Scrum Master start thinking in another way, again this is a project manager thing. If you start taking decision on the behalf of the team, your team has different personalities. You have to avoid this. I use this word dictatorship. You have to avoid this dictatorship. You have to ask team what actually they want, how they want to proceed, what task they want to take, right? When they are going to complete it. Like Pranav asked, this is the Pranav question. Then you have to connect with the team. Start taking one-on-one. Just do some RCA just to find out what is the reason why they are lacking, why they are not able to complete. Might be they are overloading. Might be something else. If you are not going to discuss with the team, you still taking decision on the behalf. This is called the dictatorship, and this is affect the team sprint. And you can't able to finish on time. Every time this will happen. I will tell you, I must tell you. I experience this everything. So again, if you if the decision isn't in the hand of team, then it's easy for team to complete everything on time. If decision within somebody else hand, might be the scrum master, might be the some other person, your work never be completed because they always feel pressurized. You start pushing because you are accountable now. If team will take decision that how much work we are going to complete, then team is accountable. And they will start thinking that how we are able to complete this work on time. They are responsible as a team. Individual accountability is there and the team responsibility is there. So avoid this, that you are going to take decision, or people, if team will ask some questions, or they think that you are going to take decision on behalf of them, avoid that totally. Ask these guys, okay, what you want, how should we proceed? This will help. Otherwise, this will be a problem. Right, guys? Nitesh, next slide here, please. Okay. One minute. Now, people start like this line, this point, like Scrum Master holding sole responsibility for the delivery. Again, this issue, why this issue happened, most of the in India, most of the organization, they start thinking that our Scrum Master is a delivery manager. And again, this is a problem for a Scrum Master. This is again a big challenge for a Scrum Master. In most of the companies, people, it's a concept of command and control, right, guys? Which is very much waterfall, waterfall concept, where the delivery manager is there, where your project manager is there, right? They hold everything. They control everything. You have to work on this task. You have to work on this task. So this is the concept in which most of the companies has worked. So far, in the most of the companies, they worked in command and control concept. A single person is accountable for all project tasks, which make management more impediments free. Because now the management is not responsible. They just provide everything to a single person. They think that, okay, now this person is responsible for, accountable and responsible for everything. You have to, they push every time, okay, you have to work as a Scrum Master also, plus you have to push team to complete everything on the time, plus you will see the delivery part also. If a Scrum Master will work as a Scrum Master only, then this will be issue for the management. They need some more people to involve in the project, might be the delivery person. So they start pushing. So this is a challenge for a Scrum Master. So here the responsibility of a Scrum Master is to align the development team with the project task, and team will be accountable. But when a Scrum Master will be responsible for delivery, then he start looking only delivery, and the quality will down. So what Scrum Master should do? What is the work of a Scrum Master? Scrum Master will work as a facilitator. Scrum Master will work as a it's a servant leadership concept, right? Where his work is, okay, team should be aligned to the project task, or team should be aligned to the sprint goal, whatever goal we need to achieve. And end of the day, we are in the right direction to achieve the project task, which we are doing right now. We are in the right direction or not. If there is any team impediment or development team impediment, then he is going to resolve these issues. Align, the meaning of align, that he is a bridge between the PO and the team, right? He is the right person who who involved with the client, who involved the stakeholders, involved with the PO just for the feedback and everything. He is not responsible for the delivery. If we start behaving like a delivery manager, then again the issues which we discuss, the previous issues, 2 issues which we discussed, these issues will come again. And a Scrum Master is no more a Scrum Master, is a delivery manager in this case, or the delivery guy, which is again an issue for a Scrum Master. So the issue, so so quality will down in this case. That's why if we need to do the planning, then planning done by the whole team, which we call the sprint planning, or any type of thing, as we discussed. So it should be every time I shoot the team decision. So when we do the planning, the whole team should be available there so that they can easily understand what is the goal and what we are going to commit it. Now, if you will, if a Scrum Master start working as a delivery manager, then in the top management start thinking, okay, this is the person, he is going to commit for us, okay, what we are going to complete in this sprint or what goal we need to achieve. No, it's not correct. The team doesn't know that what we are going to achieve or what is the goal. If team will, again, if team will, participating in each and everything, and if this is a whole team decision, the team able to understand that what goal we need to achieve and what is the commitment. So commitment will taken by the team, and this is easy for everyone, for the team, just to complete everything on time, because they know that how much we able to complete, because it's our accountability, is our responsibility now. So this is very important, that Scrum Master is not a delivery manager, and he should not behave like a delivery manager. Now the fourth issue which a Scrum Master might be is challenge for a Scrum Master is, most of the Scrum Master, they are not doing retrospective most of the time after every sprint, because they think, or team, it's more, sometimes it's an issue with the team, sometimes the issue with the Scrum Master thinking, okay, team know everything, what is the issues there, they can handle it easily. It's not like that. It's again an issue. And the meaning of, guys, the meaning of retrospective is, it's not like the meaning of retrospective, it's that what we did, we need to check. It's in every field. It's not only with the sprint. We specifically say it's a sprint retro. But retro you can do for anything, whatever work you have done last 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, just to check that you are on the right path or not. What you did right, correct or not? Do you need to change something? So retrospective is very, very important. I will tell you, guys, sometimes this happen that your team is not willing to do this retrospective, or sometimes, Scrum Master is not willing to do this retrospective. This is again a very, very big problem. Very, very big problem for a Scrum Master. What happened at regular intervals, let's say the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. Everyone knows about the servicing, the AC service, your bike service, your car. Why actually do you know you need to do this? You need to tune it. Want to be it's in the perfect shape. You want that everything should be work, perfectly. Might be there is some issue. You don't know because you using it again and again and again and for a long time. Same here. Why we need to do regular interval, after every regular interval the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts behavior accordingly. And agile is all about adjustment. For example, like we say what we will do in the retro, we just inspect and then we adapt. So adjust meaning we adapt what we need to after inspection, that what we need changes we should need to do. So we'll adapt these things. We fine tuning and we and versatility. Agile is depend on these three things. It's a pure adjust game. Its tuning should be correct. The meaning of tuning, we should be aligned, and versatility. So we inspect and then we adapt. This is very, very important, guys. We should do a Scrum Master should do a retrospective in any situation. After every sprint, you have to do it. It's very, very important. If we are not doing retrospective, then this will decrease team efficiency, derail the project, and very hard to find the gaps. This is very important where you can do the RCA, right, Pranav? If you will do the retrospective, you can do the RCA there. You can ask question from the team there. Why they can't able to complete? Why they are not matching the timelines? What is the issue they are facing? If you will ask question there, then they will. This is the very effective way to just understand the issue. Why they are not? Might be somebody is not willing to complete work in this particular project. Might be they are facing some other issue. Might be some issue with the coding part. Might be some issue with the testing part. Might be they are overloading. How you will come to know these things when you do the retrospective? Where there you able to understand what is the efficiency of my team? Why my project? If we are not doing it for a long time for sure my project will be derailed. What gaps is there? It's very hard to understand. So once you finish with your sprint, last day you will do this sprint retrospective, and you feel if something is wrong going on, you just start asking questions from the team and create an actionable item there. Okay, this is the issues which we are facing. Okay, this is the action which we are going to take. Might be there is 10, 12, 15 things, but you just take 2, 3, which is the most important one, and start applying these things, implementing these things from the next sprint. Then only your team start, behaving in the right way. Your team start, towards the quality, towards completing the work. But you have to ask questions. Why? Why is a very important factor. Why is a very important tool which you need to ask every time from the team to the team when you do the retrospective. So that retrospective is a very, very important tool just to understand that how what is the issue with the team and how your team is behaving. So this is about the retro. Guys, any question till now? Anyone?
No, Sachin.
Okay. But you understanding what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now the fifth issue which we are facing, I'm just taking some issues which we are facing. Challenges is lots of challenges is there. The fifth one, not removing obstacle at the initial stage. This is very important, guys. One of the main role of the Scrum Master here is to remove the impediments, right? Very true. This is the work of the Scrum Master. The daily stand-up is the best way to communicate about the obstacle to complete the task. But if these issues or constraints not communicated to Scrum Master from team, then Scrum Master will fail. Scrum Master should remind the team in very beginning to communicate the issues which delayed the delivery. Guys, you understand this? Every day we do the daily stand-up. What we discuss in the daily stand-up? We discuss in the daily stand-up, but what we did yesterday, what we are going to do today, and what are the different impediments which we are facing. There, the role of Scrum Master is very, very important there. People will telling, the team will telling you the impediments, that what impediments we are facing right now. And if we are not seriously, it's the work of Scrum Master. You should note down each and every impediment. And start thinking that which impediment is going, how we are able to solve these impediments. Some impediment is there which team should discuss with each other. Might be it's regarding the coding, might be it's regarding, about some understanding or something else. But if you feel some impediments where Scrum Master should involve, like in these issues also. If team is not communicating with each other, if team is not talking to each other, how they are going to resolve it? Or if there is some small issue, or people will take this on next day, or might we will take these issues after 3 hours or 4 hours. What happened in this case? The team has limited time. If people will discuss these small issues after 3 or 4 hours, people will stuck for 3 or 4 hours. Or what they will do in this case, most of the time I saw people start with the second user story. This is a big mess. You can't able to complete one. How can you start with the second? If this is some big issue, this is another thing. But if the issue is very, like the solution is, for example, you start talking with the team. Okay, once you finish with your daily stand-up, just connect with each other then and there for half an hour. You see, within half an hour, there are so many problems which resolved easily, which might be take 4 or 5 hours. They will resolve within half an hour. If team will resolve everything in the beginning of the day, then the whole day will be there. They are able to complete their task. Otherwise, this is going to impact the sprint goal. Most of the time this happens. People are not talking to each other. So we always say when we work in Agile, communication is very, very important. Talking was very, very important. And every time Scrum Master should note down these issues. And then and there try to resolve these issues then and there. Possible. Make it as early as possible. If you can't able to resolve your issue early, then this will be a problem. For sure, this will be a problem, and you can't able to, your delivery will be late in this case, or you can't able to complete your user stories. Every time you will lose your sprint goal. If as a Scrum Master, you're not going to resolve these issues. Right, guys? Nitesh, next slide. Okay, again, less or no daily stand up. So guys, if there is no daily stand up or people what happened most of the time, people not on the time, people just think that the meaning of the daily stand up is just to tell the status. No, it's not a status call. As we discussed, it's not a status call. Daily scrum is a face-to-face communication, collaboration between the team. It's also the part of the transparency, where everybody knows that where we are right now in the project, where we are in the sprint right now, and visibility into the project. All team member must attend the daily scrum. Discussion-based stand-ups are very effective and provide insight into the latest happening. It should never be neglected by the scrum master. So guys, what I'm trying to say here, when we discuss daily, when we do the daily stand-up, guys, what is the purpose of the daily stand-up? One, we already discussed about the impediments. What else? Another thing, there is a call burn down chart, or might be, you know, that we need to complete 10 user stories in next 15 days or in next 10 days. Actually, if a 2-week sprint winning, you have only 10 days. So you are, for example, you are 4th or 5th day and your non-user, not single user story is completed, not a single user story in testing. There you start about worrying about these issues. Why my team is not effective? Why we can't able to complete the user stories on like today is the 5th day. We are thinking that still no user story in the testing, no user story is completed. How can we able to complete 10th day? What is the reason? Is something overburdening to the team? Its work is more. Should we need to discuss with the PO? Or like I will tell you, people start doing the mini waterfall. What they did, okay, for 8 days, what they're doing right now, 8 days they will keep for the developing, and next 2 days for the testing. No, it's a wrong method. It's a wrong way. It's pure waterfall. So as a scrum master, when you when you do this daily stand-ups with the team, you're able to understand there what is the issue with the team, why they can't able to complete a single user story 5 days completed. From there, because we say it's a transparency part, it's a visibility to the scrum master and anybody else also, that what is the issue with the team, why they can't able to complete. Is the issue with the KT? Is the issue with the coding? Or they can't able to understand the user stories? This is the right thing when you do in the morning. It's alarming. This your daily stand-up, actually it's an alarm for you, for a scrum master. But if scrum master is not interesting, or it's to do this daily stand-ups, he is can't able to explain to the team why daily stand-up is very important for the team, then again it's issue with the scrum master. The next is the Agile Manifesto, guys. We know the values and the principles of the Agile, and we need to follow these values and the principles. Most of the time, people doesn't know. People do not know what is the values and what is the principles of the Agile. Even so many Scrum Masters also. It is very important to understand that what is the different principles of the Agile, what is the different values of the Agile, and try to implement these. Like one example, there is, say, the feedback is very important from the customer, meaning the customer collaboration. What we will going to do in the customer collaboration? The customer feedback. So if you will get the customer feedback early, you will fail early. Meaning, if we are not doing in the right direction, we are doing something wrong. So customer will tell you in the early phase that you are doing something wrong, boss. Your direction is wrong. I'm looking something else. You are working on something else right now. This is one principle of Agile and value also. So if you don't know that this is the important part of Agile, then how you are going to implement it? I just took one example. So we know there is 12 principles and 4 values. We have to implement these values and principles anyhow when we start working in Agile, in any type of framework, Scrum, Safe, Kanban, anyone. But these are the base of your agile. And you need to understand as a Scrum Master, and you have to tell your team also. So this is again a very important. And another one is the non-prioritized product backlog. Boss, it's very, very important. If your backlog is not prioritized, then this is a very, very big issue for a Scrum Master. Because you're not going to deliver something valuable to the customer end of the day. Might be you are working something which is not very important, very relevant to the customer. It's like good to have type of things. It's not like must have type of things. So it's a responsibility of Scrum Master. It's again a challenge for a Scrum Master. So what Scrum Master will do in this case? Scrum Master will discuss with the PO every time. Each and every time, every day, I will say every day it should discuss with the PO that what new is coming, what is the priority of the new things. It's our backlog is prioritized. Our user story is ready or not. User story is in good shape or not. Is user story is following the invest concept or not? Is your acceptance criteria properly written or not? Are we ready for the backlog prioritization? Are we ready for the user story refinement? Once your backlog will be prioritized, then you will connect. You will refine your user stories, so that you will be ready for the next sprint with the user stories, which is very, very important. Otherwise, you don't know what garbage you are going to deliver to the customer, which is no use. And again, this is going to impact our sprint, our project, our client. And boss and guys, customer centricity is very, very important in nowadays. It's not like that the customer will once come to our company, we just work only with one project, we make money and we said, okay, just go boss. No, we want this type of customer who will come again and again to us. And what is the best thing? If we will provide customer some value, and if your product backlog is not prioritized, you're not going to deliver value to the customer, and customer will not come again. So this is a very, very important point for a Scrum Master. Every time a Scrum Master should keep these points in mind. The next is not handing over the ownership of daily Scrum to the team. So guys, as we discuss this daily Scrum, Scrum Master should involve team in each and everything. This is the ownership. If he is not going to provide ownership to the team is not accountable. If I have my shop, I am the owner of my shop, then this is my responsibility that my business will grow. Same here, if ownership with the team, this is team responsibility. That we will work on the high priority work. There is no spillover to the next sprint. And what is the work of a Scrum Master? Scrum Master always support their team in each and every case. Might be sometime the team will fail. Might be sometime the team will every time. It's not like that every time your team will successful. But you have to support team in each and every phase of their each and every the whole process. So again, Scrum Master should not behave like a project manager or the lead or the big brother. Okay, I am here, guys, no issues, I will handle everything. No, you are not going to handle everything. You will support these guys, but the end of the day, the ownership should be with the team every time. Team should take all the decisions. This is very, very important, guys. As a Scrum Master, please keep these points in your mind. Nitesh, the next sprint, and you will could you please move to the next sprint? Okay, Nitesh, please take these 2 points. I will stop here.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. And first, it's really wonderful to have such points. And on day-to-day Scrum Master, we are lacking honestly. What is the solution for that? So you have very beautifully covered. So guys, overburdening the team, and most of the time, what I have felt and what I have seen that we push to the times by the pressure is by the management, some owner, the sprint is not going, so defects are coming. It's 10 hours, right? And usually, as a Scrum Master, what I believe that we should, I mean, I should not be a digital. I should protect the team. I should give the flexibility to my team. Speak up, agile, right?
Nitesh, your voice is breaking.
What is it?
Hitesh, your voice is breaking very much. Please. Still. Okay. Should I take this point now?
Okay.
Guys, I'm audible? I'm clearly audible?
Yes,
everyone?
yes, Sachin. Yes, Sachin.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
the point is overburdening the Scrum team. As we discussed so many times, guys, sometimes this happen that people start thinking that the team able to do everything. We able to finish everything. It's not possible. If we start pushing, what happened in this case when we overburdening the team? We start pushing my team, our team. Okay, are you stretch some hours? And if you ask anyone to work more than 9 hours or 8 hours, it's not possible, boss. People start feeling very bad in this case. And what happened? Your code quality will go down. For sure, if you some cases it's okay, 1 or 2 days might be delivery time is there. The team will be available for next 2-3 hours, 4 hours extra. It's okay. But if every day you want that your team will stretch a little more, then this will be a problem. You for sure your code quality will down and defect start raising. More defect will be there. So you always work with a sustainable pace, and this is work of a Scrum Master just to protect his team or her team in this case. If you feel the team is overburdening, you have to talk to the PO. You have to discuss with the client, or might be sometimes in our companies the project manager is, the senior leadership is there. You have to discuss with the senior leadership. My team is not going to work extra. If they start, working extra hours every day, you feel we can't able to achieve our sprint goal. The defect will be more. Code quality will be down, and team will not happy. If your team is not happy, they are not deliver in a good way. And the last one, which we need to discuss, is the biggest challenge you may face as a Scrum Master is to tackle with the expedite request for change. An expedite change request from business often leads to disrupt of the sprint cycle. The meaning of here, guys, what happened, in practical word, you see, the sprint is going on in between, your PO or the client or the other stakeholders will come to you and you will ask, okay, boss, this is very important one. Please take this. You have to complete this request in this or this user story in the particular sprint only. On this sprint, please. They start, sometimes they're in the requesting mode, or sometimes they say this is very important. I will tell you, for customer, everything is the highest priority. It's not like that. It's not high priority. Everything for them, it's a high priority one. So here it's very important for a Scrum Master, or for a Scrum Master to teach his or her team just to say no. No is very, very important, guys. If your team start accepting these things, then this will be a very big problem, because of my capacity is limited, boss. I able to, if my capacity, if able to achieve only 40 user story point, then I am able to achieve only 40. If you will come in between with 5 more user story points, then how can I will complete? It's not possible. The team will say no. If might be, if sometimes this happens, there's something important is come to complete, then it's okay. What you will do in this case as a Scrum Master, you will ask your PO just to descope something. Because it's not like that 40 is 40, boss. We can't able to complete 45. It's not possible. Then we'll request to PO to please descope something, which is you think which is not, if we are not going to complete it, okay, it's okay. So if we will take something new to complete, then you have to descope something. We reprioritize the things, and always we have to courage. The team should have this much of courage just to ask, that why this is the highest priority one. You have to make this type of team. The team who able to say no, plus if the team will take, okay, we will going to complete this, that they are able to ask the question why this is very important, why this is the highest priority one. So these are the different things which a Scrum Master will follow in normal life of a Scrum Master. These are the issues. Okay, guys. Yeah, Nitesh, anything else? Any point which we need to discuss other than that?
No, sir. Now I guess we can take the questions.
Yes.
So fine. So, guys, if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question.
Yeah, we open for questions, guys, now. For next 10-15 minutes, we'll take some questions. Yeah, Pranav,
And
your problem? Yes. Yeah, Nitesh.
yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I was asking with Pranav, your problem has solved, or you want to discuss on your issue?
It's resolved only. I got to know everything from here.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
I need
just
to do.
use. Yeah, you just need. And if you still face, then please connect with us. No problem.
Sure.
Okay, guys. We are open for the question answer. Any question which is related to Agile Scrum, Scrum Master challenges, or anything. We can
Yes,
discuss with us.
I do have one question.
Yes,
Like
please.
I have seen in my team, like Scrum Masters are actually dealing with the team members' conflict. Like sometimes what
Right.
happened, one team member is overburdened and another is like having very minimal tasks. Just
Right.
for 1 day task or 2 day task, even for the 10 days sprint.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
in that case, sometimes he's not able to resolve those. So how to handle the same?
Yeah, Nitesh, you will go. With your
Yes,
question.
sir. Yes, sir. Before
Yeah.
going on Q&A sessions, so guys, just want to share one thing. Like I said before, Refer Me Group is doing the certification into Scrum Master in CSM Save. So if any of you or your friend are interested, you guys can connect with us separately. Plus, we have one Scrum Master group where we share the job. So you can also connect individual. We will help you that how you can connect with the group. Yes, sir. Please continue.
Yeah, who was asking this question?
Yeah, it's me, Tanu.
Hey, Tanu, hi. Okay, Tanu, if this is the issue, sometimes why this happen? What do you think? Why this happen, Tanu? Why someone has only 2 days work and someone has
Yeah, so I
fully
tell you,
occupied?
yeah, sometimes it happens. We have like different modules in an application. So whosoever is the SME for the same, so he would
Right.
be occupied with the same task, like lots of, because the user stories are related to those modules.
Right.
And the
Right.
other member who is not the SME for the
Hmm.
same or having minimal knowledge, then he has like less tasks.
Right.
So in that case, my means what we have started like pointing out the training needs, and then that is shared with the, but this is something like ongoing process. So means I want to know the solution that is like in every sprint everybody is like tasked with the same, like the capacity, if the capacity is same, then like everybody should have the same velocity.
The point is valid, Tanu, and you already shared the answer. You already gave answer to
Yes.
me. So this is the only way you have to make your team cross-functional. But the issue is everyone is in their comfort zone, right? They do not want to move from one part to another. Might be if there is 4 module, for example, in your project, might be there is 4 different module, right? Everyone is comfort with what they are doing right now. Nobody wants to move from one module to another because they know what they need to do in this particular module, right? Now this is the big issue. This is a challenge for a Scrum Master. If he is not creating a cross-functional team, then what happened in this case? For example, there is 5 people in your team. How many people in your team, Tanu?
So we are like 9 members team.
You are
So
9
two
members.
two QAs, one Scrum Master, one product owner, and others are developers.
No. Just I'm talking about the development team. I'm not talking about.
So these are like 7.
7 people is there. Two QA is there, right? But
Yes.
when 5 people is there who's developing something, there is,
Yes.
for example, there is 5 modules,
Mhm.
and everyone is working single module, right? But what happened in this case? If someone might be some reason in between is not available. Now the dependency is there. Now this is a very big challenge for a Scrum Master. Now dependency is there. If some person is can't able to complete his or her work on time because of any reason, because he is not available, because he is sick, because it's, you never know what happened tomorrow. Now this is a very big dependency. If something, very high priority user story is there, and the person is not available, what happened in this case? You can't able to achieve your sprint goal. People start asking question to the Scrum Master, why your team is not achieving the sprint goals, boss? What is happening? The issue is it's not cross-functional team. If the team or the whole team is in the same comfort zone, then every time your sprint goal will be hit. Every time you are going to issue with your sprint goal, because your dependencies, there is dependencies within the team. Only one person know that what he is going to do or she is going to do in the particular module. This is a big issue. Your Scrum Master should create a cross-functional team. Start telling the team, not pushing, I will say, but he start telling the team why cross-functionality is important. For example, if someone is very important, working on some module, or he is not available for next 1 month or 2 months because of any reason. What happened in this case? Nobody knows what is he was doing with this module, what type of coding he is doing or she is doing. But still, your question is very valid, Tanu, because still people are doing in this way. Now, this is not the right way. The issue with the Scrum Master is this. So, Scrum Master should create a cross-functional team. Training should be there. If you feel, in fact, I say if you Scrum Master feel that training is very, very important, then in this case, he just use half capacity for the development and next half for the cross-functional training, which is very important. At least one more person should know that what is going in the particular module. Otherwise, this will be a problem. So this is the only solution which I have right now.
Okay.
Which should be right. Thank you. Yes, Sonal.
Hi, Sachin. Thank you for the session. So, Sachin, I had this question that, for example, my average velocity of the team is 40.
Okay.
And in the current sprint planning, we have 8 stories which are 1 pointer, and there are 5 developers. So,
user story with 1 point user story.
Yeah, so if we take up those 8 stories, that will complete the 40 velocity points.
Okay.
So my question is, shall we take upon that story, those 8 stories, but then my team will be like free, because like as per the capacity, they will be free before the sprint gets over. So what should we do in such scenario?
So if you feel,
if we accommodate more work, then the velocity will change.
No. You should not take more work. No, it's not correct. So here, if this is happening again and again, Sonal, for example, this happened in one sprint, it's okay. But if this happening again and again, then in this case, again, we do the retro, right? So in retro, you just try to understand what is wrong is happening with the team. This team is over judging the user stories. Like my velocity is 40, and every time we able to complete everything, 8th day or 7th day. So you know that the team is free for next 2 days. So meaning of that, they are over judging the user story. They are oversizing the user story. Might be the size should be 3 and they're just making it 5.
No. There are 8 stories and they all are 1 pointer, and we have 5 developers. So each of the developer pick up 1 story. So that is 40 pointer.
No, I didn't get your question. You're telling there is 8 user story, and every user story has 1 story point.
Yes. And
So
there are 5 developers.
Huh? Sorry?
And there are 5 developers in the team.
And your velocity is 40 and you have only 8 user story with 8 story.
Yes, it was like, can we pick that 8 user stories in one particular sprint?
No, it's not correct. No. It's not correct. In one sprint, no. We should take user story in this way, that some user story has 5 users. I'm understanding your question. I'm confusing myself, Sonal, or I'm not understanding the question. Anybody, Nitesh, you understood what Sonal is asking? Could you please explain me? I didn't get this question.
Actually, so what she's trying to say, let's suppose in any of the sprint there are 8 user stories, and all user stories is having a same point, that is a one, right? And there are
Okay.
5 developers. So in which order we should assign to the developer to execute and complete the user stories in the
We are
given
not.
time
We are
frame?
not going. We are not going to assign any user story to any developer. It's team decision how they are going to take the user story. Who is going to work on which user story?
No,
Scrum, as
no,
a Scrum Master, it's not my responsibility to tell the
no,
team
this
that.
was not the question. The question was that if we take up 8 stories in this sprint,
Okay,
so my
Hindi.
team will be
Sonal,
small.
you ask your question in Hindi. Might be my English is weak.
No, हो सकता है even I'm not able to explain
Okay,
it.
ask in Hindi, no problem.
आठ स्टोरीज हैं तो 5 developers हैं 8 5 are 40.
हाँ.
So so the question which was asked to me again, this is the interview question which was asked to me. So 8 5 are 40. He asked कि 40 points वहीं पूरे हो गए तो और काम लिया जाए because टीम तो बहुत जल्दी फ्री हो जाएगी.
अच्छा
40
वो
will
अच्छा
lawfully
क्वेश्चन अभी
work
मैं जो समझ
tomorrow.
रहा हूँ वो ये है कि एक एक स्टोरी पॉइंट्स का ही. अच्छा सोनल, यू कनेक्ट मी ऑफलाइन. ओके,
Okay,
आफ्टर
okay,
दिस कॉल, आफ्टर दिस सेशन विल कनेक्ट ऑफ.
okay. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah guys, any other question anyone has? Yeah,
Hi,
Akram.
hi, myself Akram.
Yeah, Akram, tell me.
Is there any Scrum team which doesn't have a PO?
Without PO?
Yeah, without PO. Is it possible?
Yeah. PO must be there. Somebody should be there who is going to provide user stories. Otherwise, how will we work? We don't know, right?
Okay, and as a Scrum Master, is he going to involve in release management and budgeting as well?
People want us in India that
Yes.
we should be involved in budget and releasing part also, as I discussed with you guys. But this is actually not work of a Scrum Master, but Indian companies, they want us that we start we working on this delivery part, and plus this budgeting and timing and everything part also, the time sheets, budget and everything they want from us. In India, it's very common.
Yeah, but in an interview, I got these questions because.
You clearly say no.
Yeah, because I said that is a part of project manager.
Right. This part of project management. I am not the project manager. I'm a Scrum Master. This is not part. But please, please say this way also. But sometimes we need to work in budgeting and this delivery part also. So people understood. Okay, you able to do these two things also. You are not a pure Scrum Master. This will work in a pure Scrum Master will work in product-based companies. Because there is nothing like budgeting and every releasing and this part. The separate team is there for these things. For development team, for product-based companies, you will work as a pure Scrum Master.
Okay, and estimation techniques, what do we follow as a Scrum Master?
As a Scrum Master, not as a Scrum Master, but your team, I think the best is the Fibonacci series, planning poker.
Planning poker.
Yeah, the Fibonacci series which you use. Fibonacci series, right, Akram?
Yes, yes.
This is the best which you should do, because we do the relative sizing. That's why it's important that we use this number.
Okay, and is there any template for user story, specific template as per standard?
No, as per standard, you go and see in the Jira.
Yeah, I see.
You see, its statement is there, then the description part is there, then the acceptance criteria is there.
Yeah.
In description, you will describe that what you actually want from this user stories. And with the acceptance criteria, you will tell that your user story should be passed these different acceptance criteria. This is the simple way which will in which way we will write the user story. But your user story should be very thorough, very everything should be there in your user story. What you are going to do, right?
Exactly. So coverage, complete
coverage is very, very important. Okay.
Yeah, and one more question. As a QA, because Scrum Master is from QA background, and how can he judge the estimation part and all? While
Scrum Master is not going to judge any development, any sizing or anything, nothing. It's not responsibility of Scrum Master.
So while sprint planning, he can advise, right? When developer says
It's not going to advise.
story points.
No.
Without having any development knowledge, how can he proceed just by?
He should not. Otherwise, he start working as a project manager. If he start advising people, the size should be 3, size should be 5. No, it's again, you want more accountable. Your team should be more accountable than you in this part.
So here
the
PO
team-
plays major role. PO plays major.
His role is just to facilitate. If he start telling team that what should be the size, then again this is a project. He start working as a project manager. So team will decide that what should be the size of a user story. If they will decide, then they will accountable. Otherwise, Scrum Master will accountable. No,
Okay.
this is not right way at all.
If
In
there
any
are-
case, Scrum Master is not going to tell team what should be the size.
if there are spillovers, means that that is a reason could be.
Yeah,
wrong,
you will do
wrong
in retro.
estimate.
You will discuss if there is any spillover.
Yeah, the reasons behind that is due to wrong estimations or inefficiency of the team.
Whatever reason is there, you need to work with your team. Why this is happening? If you feel that estimations is wrong, that you will connect with some SMEs that might. But it's not happening again and again, Akram. Okay, if
Okay.
might be they will make it wrong one or twice. Sometime first time they will make it wrong, second time, but it's not happening again and again. Might be in the starting phase, this will happen. They will do some wrong estimations, but this will not going to happen after 3 or 4 sprints.
And
They
can we
start
take-
understanding.
Yeah, while sprint planning, can we take some buffer time in each sprint for training?
In
Or,
the starting, you can take less work just to check that we able to complete or not. But it's not like that after 2-3 sprints. Right?
not compulsory
Not compulsory.
for
Should
every
not be.
sprint.
Yes. Guys, any other question? Anyone?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Anu?
So I do have question in Sonal's question. Like she said, like 8 user stories and each user story is of 1 point.
Okay.
And there are 5 developers. So how
Okay.
the velocity is coming as 40? I think the velocity should be 8 points, right? It should
I
not
think
be 40.
she said that everyone has 8 user story with 1 user story point.
Yes,
No,
so
that's why I asked to connect
Yes.
me later because still I can't
Yeah,
able to understand.
means
the
I
question.
got confused because for each team member their velocity is 1 because they are working on 1 user story and the user story has 1 point. So then even though for the whole team it would be only 8.
Right, that's why I'm
Right.
confused. So that's why I'm going
Yes,
to connect
yeah,
you.
I
Okay,
also
Tanu,
got confused.
if
Yes.
you connect me, if you want answer of this question, might we will drop this answer in.
Yes.
in
Yes, of course. So means I thought means maybe I am confusing with the
No,
velocity.
I am also confusing. This is the
Yes.
issue.
Okay, no
Okay,
problem.
guys. Okay,
Okay.
Nitesh.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
your
thank
session.
you, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.
So thank you so much, guys, for this wonderful participation. Thank you so much, Sachin sir. Just one small request, guys. We have started such kind of sessions, and this we will continue where we will put the people into learning agile, Scrum, and lot of things. So we are making the community. Just one small request, please just spare your 2 minutes and share your feedback on a link which I will share in the WhatsApp group. So thank you so much, guys, and have a fantastic evening. Take care. Bye bye. I'm closing the session, and we'll share this YouTube link in the same WhatsApp group where the people who have not joined can watch it. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Thanks, Nitesh. Thanks,
Thank
Nitesh,
you.
for attending.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.